in this week's episode of NDVision.
Defend it right now. I'm just kidding. You don't have to.
Defend it right now. What are you talking about? It had two
Oh, no.
extremely funny characters. It had a great storyline, whether they stole it or not, which they did. Disney does that. say something like, I'm wearing women's underwear. I'm wearing women's underwear? It's a thong!
So then, of course, everyone is losing their minds on the headsets like, Shaquille, no, Shaquille. Oh, my God, Shaq. And so we're all at the concession stand like, just who's going to get him? Who's going to get him? Who's going to get him? I got him.
Hello, and welcome to episode number 2 of NDVision, the visual podcast that you can listen to. Today, I'm really excited because I have one of who's become my closest friends, Ryan. Hi, Ryan.
Hello. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good.
All right.
Fine.
Ryan was is the producer of a lot of the Starlight Theater Group's plays. You also act in them.
Yep. Sometimes I do.
Yep.
Most of the time.
But you're in charge of like lights and everything and making sure the stage is set and all that fun stuff.
I like to have a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Just as much as I can get my hands on. I like being busy. Sometimes too busy.
Today, we are going to be talking about one of our favorite subjects, which is movies. And it's movies in general. So we're not going to be talking about any specific thing. We're going to talk about stuff like the movie theaters, favorite movies, least favorite movies, movies we think are overrated, and then just kind of go on from there.
Sounds good to me.
But first, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Also, the fruit flies are still here, so take a shot. Take a shot every time you see a fruit fly. What? So Ryan and I met like 6 years ago, but we became friends about 5 years ago because one night I was like, "Hey, we should have movie night," and you agreed.
I'm all for movie night. Anytime, anywhere, any place. You call me, I'll probably be like, yeah, I'll show up. I don't even care what the movie is.
Yeah, because Nicole had choir on Tuesday nights, and I was like, I need to have like something on Tuesday nights.
Yep, and not that we barely knew each other, but you're definitely the one to bring me out of my shell. So
Yeah.
I don't know you very well at that point.
Yep.
And you just were like, hey, you should come over every Tuesday and watch movies.
You're like, okay.
Okay.
Because I found out that you went to school for film.
Oh, yeah. Communications with a video concentration. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done so much with it.
So for the past 5 years, almost religiously every Tuesday, even when Nicole doesn't have a choir, you've been coming over and we've been watching movies.
Yeah.
Or sometimes we'll do the random excursion and go golfing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we tried to do today, but it didn't work out.
Friendship's too far away.
You're like,
But my first question is, what was your first impression of me when you met me?
I thought you were stupid, and I'm just kidding.
I love putting Ryan on the spot.
Okay. No, obviously you're not. It's like an opposite attract thing. Because I'm like the male version of Nicole.
Yep.
So I tend to be, off by myself in social situations. I'm a little shy. I'd rather
or avoid them.
Yeah, or just not show up. But so it's healthy for me to have that energy from you in my life. But I already forgot the question.
Oh, what was your first impression of me?
Oh, yeah. You were a lot.
Yep, I'm a lot. I can admit that I'm a lot.
You were a lot, but it's okay. I have learned to love you for it.
It's one of my redeeming qualities.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Nicole said, too, on the last episode.
Well, I am the male version of Nicole, so.
That's why we get along so well. So what do you want our first subject to be? I think we should go in with movie theaters first.
Movie theaters?
Yeah.
Just in general?
Yeah, because COVID obviously shut movie theaters down, and now things are changing where people are just watching movies at home on digital streaming, which I know that I am a fan of.
Yep.
And I know you.
I'm not a fan of it. I do it. But I love to go to the movie theater.
Yeah.
I don't know. what that says about my psyche or whatever, but there's nothing more than that I love going into a movie theater, especially if I'm watching a movie by myself.
Yep.
I'm one of those. I mean, I like to watch movies with friends, but if it's a movie I really, really want to watch and pay attention to, I always just go by myself.
I've never seen a movie in a theater by myself before.
You haven't?
I've eaten at plenty of restaurants by myself, which I know some people haven't done, but I've never seen a movie by myself.
I'm surprised.
I know. It's a true story.
I believe you.
Yeah. I think that movie theaters are special, especially back in the days, when we had a box TV and everything. But now, I mean, I have a 55-inch TV.
The convenience
with the
factor is
sound
definitely
system,
yeah,
and it's getting expensive.
For sure. I won't deny you on that.
Yeah, I still do love movie theaters, but I'm very select. Because you'll go see anything.
I try to see everything and anything. I
Right.
do any genre and whatever movies, unless I'm not really like a kids movie.
Everything,
really,
everywhere, all at once.
Yes.
Well, I go to see the kids' movies, the animated movies.
Right.
Obviously. But no, I wait for movie theaters. Like if I'm going to spend the money, which I don't have a problem spending the money to support it, especially if it's a local theater like Hornell.
Yeah. Oh, I love the Hornell Theater.
I do too. But we'll get to that later. But I like if it's a big action movie like the Avengers or something.
Oh yeah.
Or Star Wars, I'll pay to go to the movie theater to see that.
Oh yeah.
But if it's something like Barbie that just came out, which I haven't seen, Nicole saw it and really enjoyed it. But I like that's a movie I can just watch at home with Nicole.
There are a lot of movies that I love seeing every movie in the theater, but I agree there are some movies that are they're easier to watch at home. You don't have to drag yourself to the theater, pay the $20,
Right.
pay the $20 popcorn fee. But yeah, there's definitely I watch a lot of streaming, but theater that's where I love to be. That's like my safe, happy place. I get into the dark and the cold, and I love it.
You're a member of like the rewards programs of both Hornell and
I do.
Carmike.
Well, especially because the price, it makes sense. Do a rewards program if you're gonna go to the theater a lot. I recommend it.
Hey, you go sometimes, multiple times a week.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Which brings me to you had a question on there, right?
Oh, I had lots of different
Yeah.
possible questions on here.
Whip me out a question about movie theaters.
All right. Oh, I was gonna ask you what your movie theater snack was. That's a very
Butterfingers. And obviously, besides the obvious popcorn,
Yep.
because I have to anytime, even if I'm not hungry, I will get popcorn because I can't smell it and not get it. It's impossible.
I know.
And I'll get a soda usually.
Hypnotic. This popcorn smell.
Especially Carmike, because they play those, and they do ASMR. They do some like subliminal marketing there, where you can hear the soda getting slurped up in your mouth.
Oh yeah,
I have to get it. And I get extra butter and salt, but Butterfingers.
And popcorn.
Yeah, Butterfingers and popcorn.
See, I'm
Usually
good.
like Coke or
If I get a drink, that's all I really need is just a drink.
yeah.
But I don't know. Popcorn sometimes I'm iffy with because I love the taast.
Yep.
But it gets stuck in all your teeth.
Oh, it destroys my stomach.
It's a
I don't
pain in the beep.
And then, hold on. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
A pain in that. I don't know what I'm allowed to say.
I love that button. You can say whatever you want to say. Where do you sit in a movie theater? Where do you like to sit?
I like to sit in the very back row, as far left or maybe center left as possible.
I like to sit right in the middle.
I know, because you can't see very well.
Well, I can't see very well, but also I just like to be more immersed in it.
Yeah.
Because when you're closer, you do get lost in it. And I notice when you're farther away, the more heads you see and everything. So,
do you like when you're in the very front and you have to turn your head to follow the action?
I've been to one IMAX movie, one, and it was Inglourious Bastards, 2009. But we bought tickets late or something. We were going with a friend.
And you're stuck in the front row.
Very first row at an IMAX movie. So we're all four of us doing this the whole time.
Oh man!
Because there was a lot of that movie that was subtitled, so we're just
just to read one sentence,
just going back and forth like that. Yeah.
No, there's only one movie I've ever gone to the theater and walked out of, and it was because it was a late showing. I was coming back from somewhere, I don't know where. It wasn't even a local theater, but it was remember the movie The Big Short?
Yeah,
Like 20 about the banking.
Steve Carell and
Yeah. I got there late, and all they had left was the front row, and I was, well, it's a recliner. I guess I could just lean back, but so I did it, and I got maybe 20 minutes in, and it was the most massive pounding headache.
oh,
And I'd never ever walked out of a movie. It's like a personal rule for myself. You always finish a movie if you're going to start it at the theater like that. And I had to leave because I was going to vomit if I was I don't know if just being that close
yeah.
and having to do,
You definitely get dizzy.
yeah, just left, right.
And the TV's doing opposite movements from your movement.
Yeah, I had to
See
get out
that?
of there.
I can see where you get a little nauseous.
Yeah, that was a fun drive home.
How many times have you fallen asleep in a movie?
In a movie theater, just true falling asleep.
Yeah, just falling asleep watching a movie.
I don't think in a theater. I don't think I've ever fallen asleep. Sometimes you do the head droopy, the eyes go first, and then your neck. Yep, wake up, and that's about it. I don't think I've ever actually. I've had to elbow certain people I'm with that are maybe audibly snoring.
Yeah.
Certain movies.
I don't know if I've ever fallen asleep. No, I've definitely fallen asleep through some movies in the theater. I can't remember which ones though, so they must not be.
Not that entertaining.
Ooh, here's a question.
Yeah.
What was the first movie that you saw in the theater? I remember mine.
You do?
I do. What's the first movie that you can remember?
Remember seeing.
Yeah.
See, I don't remember what it is. I'm told it was Toy Story, but I have no memory of seeing Toy Story. And then I guess the next earliest in a theater would have been like the Jim Carrey Grinch or something like that. And I would have been
that's
8 years old, I think, or something.
Jesus.
Yeah.
My first was I was 6, and it was Lion King, 94.
Lion King.
That's the first movie I can remember seeing in the theater. And then, like, the second movie, for some reason, I just specifically remember is Austin Powers. 3 years later. Because the reason I remember it is because it was PG-13, and my brother was going, and I was like, I want to go too, because he's older than me. And
like, yeah, baby.
So I remember I remember my mom calling the theater and being like, "Hey, can he go?" He's like, "As long as there's someone,
tag along?
as long as there's someone 13 years or older, I could go." And I think he was just 13.
You're in, pal.
Yeah, no, I got in. I was like,
Oh,
here's 4 years older, 6 years older than me. If he was 13, so
we need Nicole
They
for
came out
math.
in
Nicole, we
97.
need math help.
it came out in 97, so he must have been older then.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he graduated in 2000. Yeah, he was older.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just wanted to go.
That's a great movie to see at that age in the theater.
I remember the peeing scene. This is like what I remember the most.
Yeah.
Why is this guy peeing so long? and then the gun show.
Oh, I should.
I was
rewatch
probably
that.
like 11 or 12. No, 10 maybe.
See, that's the kind of movie that if I stayed the night at my friend's house, he had all those movies that I just never had in my house growing up.
Yeah.
And so I would always watch those. The Austin Powers, well, he had Back to the Future as well. That was the first time I ever saw the Back to the Future trilogy, was at my friend Sean's house.
Your parents wouldn't let you watch Back to the Future?
Not that they wouldn't let us, we just didn't have it on DVD.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that was my one of my favorite theater stories. I have some more.
I'm
that
sure
I probably can't talk about.
The theater is a place that I worked in a movie theater in Atlanta, Georgia, and just some of the stuff that goes on in a theater.
I remember King Kong, Peter Jackson's 2005 King
I
Kong.
love that movie.
Not at all.
You didn't see a single frame of it, did
No,
you?
Nicole and I started dating.
You.
We're like, what's the longest movie we can go see?
It's like,
And it
that's
was
a long movie.
Long movie.
Congratulations.
Like, oh, I mean, we didn't do that.
Because as an employee of a movie theater,
Yeah.
I've caught people
Did they have
doing
cameras?
that.
You did. So where did you work at? A movie
I
theater?
worked at the AMC movie theater in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
In I don't know, it's just north of Atlanta. and I think it's like the #1 rated AMC in the country or something. It was huge, 18 screens.
Jesus.
Shaquille O'Neal visited once. That was
Oh
fun.
yeah, you measured up. How did you measure up to? Because you're tall.
I was still needing to look up
Really?
at him. Yeah, he had to bend to get into the building from the front.
Where did he sit?
Well, we were at all the concessions watching, and you've got the little radios. It's like someone at the front's like, "Oh my God, Shaquille O'Neal just bought a ticket. He's coming in. He's coming in." So then, of course, everyone is losing their minds on the headsets, like Shaquille O'Neal, Shaquille O'Neal. Oh my God, Shaq. And so we're all at the concession stand, like, just who's gonna get him? Who's gonna get him? Who's gonna get him? I got him.
Did you really?
I did.
Yes.
He went to the fellow tall.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, hello, governor."
My people.
Ebony.
And ivory. No, but he had to bend to get in. And so he comes in, and his girlfriend, mind you, was like at least half the size of his height.
Yeah.
But so he just ordered it. It's like, could I get a bottle of water and some Sour Patch Kids, man?
You want a bike?
And and what movie was he seeing? Sorry, Shaq, if I'm telling your personal business.
Shaq definitely watches this podcast.
That'd be cool.
100%. I'm just gonna put like hashtag Shaq.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to see him.
Like, I'm gonna come to your house.
Hey man, you want to go get some pizza and a bike? He buys kids bikes all the time.
Does he?
Yeah, he
That's
goes to
nice.
Walmart and he'll just buy kids stuff.
I mean, he could afford to buy that whole movie theater.
Easily.
Oh, Ex Machina. Remember that movie about
yeah,
the artificial intelligence and the
and it had
robot head?
Captain Poe in it.
Yeah.
Yep.
He saw that, and I think he was probably the only one in that theater. Him and his girlfriend.
What were they?
Maybe he was.
He wants some popcorn. I have a terrible Shaq accent. We got off track. We talked about Shaq.
We were talking about what our earliest movie memories were.
Yeah. What was your? So no, you were telling me what you used to see in the movie theater.
Oh, back when I was a kid.
No, what you used to see when you worked.
When I worked. Oh God, there's too many stories. There was one. You have to do they call them SIG checks. It's silence is golden.
Oh, okay.
And so if you're one of the
seeing if people were smoking.
No, it's like a SIG check.
Yeah.
SIG check.
I'm smoking.
What do you want? No, so you have to go in and you have to walk in, stare at the movie screen. Interruptions.
Hold on here. Hello.
Is it?
Hello.
Who is it?
Recording a podcast. You're actually on it right now. I'll call you back later. I'll do the chores in the morning. Yep. All right. Wait. That was my stepdad, everybody. I forgot my phone was on. I just did I ruined.
That's so
I
disrespectful.
know, man.
Just kidding.
Do they have cameras in movie theaters?
Not. Well, I
don't
can't
have it
speak
in-
for right now, but from whenever I was there 7-8 years ago, it was around 2015. They didn't have cameras in the actual theater
So you can,
itself. The
just
screen
be in the back watching.
Yeah, the
people
only
pick
check
their
would
nose
be
and stuff.
they would send us poor
Oh, sick.
minimum wage people in to check. So you'd look at the screen, give them 10 seconds, and you look at the audience and you stare at them, just so they know you're watching. You're supposed to do that.
Oh, really?
And then
Did you go down front? You weren't in the back?
yeah, you go right in the front and you enter in the front. You have to stand there and look at the screen, make sure the picture's working
I've
and the
never
sound's
seen
fine.
that before.
Yeah, AMC they probably still do it.
Well, you go to AMC, right?
I do. I don't notice them do it though. But that's a smaller theater too.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, then in Atlanta it was 18 screens.
They can't afford people just to walk in.
I don't know, maybe not. But yeah, so that we would have to. I would catch during the remake of Poltergeist. I found two people reclined fully, some back and forth motion happening.
Yeah. Okay.
And I wasn't paid enough to go say anything, so.
Oh, I would have 100%. I would have 100% said something. I would have been right over there like.
I didn't say anything.
What y'all doing?
No, I was.
Through?
I was too deeply uncomfortable, so I just removed myself.
I would have been standing right over him like, how y'all do?
And that during the movie Poltergeist, of all movies, I don't know why. Well, you could have given him a jump scare then, like, hi.
Nicole and I's first movie was Skeleton Key.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, it was our first movie. Like Naomi Watts.
Is that a Stephen King movie?
I don't know. It wasn't that great.
Oh,
I don't remember. We were probably
not.
holding hands or
Yeah.
something. No, I think it was one of our first dates. We were probably
Like
holding hands.
wholesome, sweet.
Yeah, maybe she laid my head, a little gentle head lay
Laid
on
your
my
head.
shoulder. Laid her head. Laid
She's
my
like, come to me.
lay on my shoulder. Ah. What was your? Oh, also, I've been in the theater once back when they did film, 2003. They still did the film reels. We went to see Underworld, and the film ripped. This was in Olean, so the film ripped, and they had to pause the movie. We were there for like 20 minutes for them to splice it together. I don't think the kids knew what was even going on.
That happened with when Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire came out, and that's an anticipated movie. So you are in, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm so excited, I want to watch Harry Potter. And it was in the beginning when the guy is in the manor and he turns a light on. He sees Voldemort in the chair.
Oh, this was Goblet of Fire.
Goblet of Fire.
Okay.
And so it's just the beginning, within the first 5 minutes. And so he's going up the staircase with a lantern, and then I thought he turned the lantern off, and then the whole screen went dark.
Oh.
So we all just assumed, oh, it's something they're doing. The light's off, like it's in the movie. And then just who do you want to tell? That's just the, and you can't see anything. Nothing's happening. We're like, okay, something's wrong. They had to cancel, and they gave us refunds.
Oh, did you go back and see it?
Well, yeah,
Obviously,
we had
that's
to.
true. So that's the only time. And now everything's digital. I actually don't like digital theaters. Well, they're all digital now.
Yeah.
There's something about film grain
Mm-hmm.
that the film projection that I
Oh
really
yeah,
like.
and you just get a richer image, and
Yeah.
yeah,
But I mean, it's still fine.
yeah. Everything's got to advance, I guess.
Yeah. I think that's about covers movie theaters, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I got too many stories. This would be like a 3-hour podcast.
Oh, I do have one more story.
Yeah.
Real quick. I went to go see when I was in like 8th grade. I went to go see The Grudge, which is one of the scariest movies that I can remember seeing because I was young when I saw it.
Yeah.
But I went with this girl. I can't remember her name, but I went with this girl, and I'll say it if I think of it. And I was like, the whole time, like, yeah, she's going to be scared. She's going to be snuggled up with me. It was the exact opposite.
I've
pretty sure
seen you watch a horror movie, so I know.
I'm pretty sure I screamed at one point, like a scream. I'm pretty
The
sure that
Grudge is
happened.
scary.
It is scary when the hand comes out of the head. That noise, remember that noise?
Oh yeah. Now my favorite. I love to watch horror movies with you because you so rarely let me pick a horror movie for movie night.
Nope.
But I just remember watching The Conjuring. I don't even think you watched it. Was it The Conjuring 2? One of those movies. This is the TV. Your pillow was right here, just blocking your whole face.
That was Event Horizon.
Oh, and you had seen that before too.
I've seen it 3 times. Okay,
And I've
real
been a
quick, let's go
changed
into
man
scary
ever
movies.
since.
Let's go into scary movies. I hate scary movies. I don't use hate very often, but I hate scary movies. I've only seen like 2 good ones.
Like full on scary, like meant to
Yeah.
be scary, not like horror comedy or
No.
anything like that.
No,
just
no.
the
So
actual
gore.
scary ones.
Well, I guess my what scares me the most in movies is the sound. For
Yeah.
one,
Oh yeah.
that's sound makes scary movies in my opinion.
Mhm.
Not dark camera angles or anything like that, or jump scares.
Mhm.
Jump scares are fun, but sound is what creeps me out.
Oh yeah.
And then when I was really young, I have 2 horror stories. One, we saw The Relic. It wasn't Mimic. Remember I told you I thought it was
Yes.
It
Which
was-
we watched Mimic. That was good.
right, but The Relic
The Relic
scared me.
I know which
watched
one you're
that with my
talking
mom when I was young. That was a terrible idea. We were scared together. I slept with mom that night for sure. She'll tell that story one. But and when I was a little older, my brother forced me to watch Event Horizon. Or I don't know if he forced me. I think he was just like, "Nah, dude, you don't."
It's just a
watch this.
space movie.
Yeah, you
You'll
don't
be
want to watch
fine.
this.
Yeah.
It might be scary. And I'm like, "Oh, I can handle it.
Yeah.
I'm fine."
Fine.
And so I'm like, "Oh my god, he ripped his eyeballs out." That's the scariest movie I've ever seen of all time.
That was kind of your reaction when we watched it too, when you were a full-grown adult.
When Nicole and I were living in Delaware, I'm like, this can't be that scary anymore. It was the 90s. Nope, we slept with the lights on for a week. I'm pretty sure a week, because she can't do scary movies either.
No. Yeah, she's even worse than you.
Yeah. And
we hit play on The Conjuring 2, and she was like, nope.
I'm out.
He's like, you guys do that. I'm gonna go read a book. Have a lovely night.
we but yeah, I still, and then I was like, oh, okay, I'm much older now. I'll watch it with Ryan. Nope. I was scared. If you want a really scary movie that still holds up, I think. What do you think?
What, for a scary movie that holds up?
Yeah.
Like an older one?
Yeah. Like
Oh god.
Event Horizon. You think Event Horizon was scary?
I didn't think it was scary, but I'm so desensitized by horror movies. I watch a lot of horror movies.
But I can't do ghosts. Anything paranormal. Anything that could potentially be real. Monsters don't scare me.
Yeah.
Like Cloverfield, stuff like that. That stuff doesn't scare me.
Anything with demons makes me
anything.
Deeply nervous. Like anything I could possibly see as a dark shape in the corner of my bedroom in the night. I don't like that.
2 horror movies that I really liked were the first Conjuring. I love the first
that's
Conjuring.
a great one.
Because that's it was a story, and it was scary, but it wasn't like terrifyingly scary, I guess. Like it ended.
Yeah.
And I think that most horror movies,
they're always like, oh, you're
they
coming
leave
back
it
for
open,
a sequel.
Rips all through the thing, but that movie ended, and that's what I was like, okay. And it had a happy ending.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. There's probably going to be a lot of spoiler alerts in this. Apologize.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
So The Conjuring and the latest one. What was the latest? I can't remember. The female exorcist movie. What was that called?
Oh,
it just came out.
The one that we saw? Or was it like the Pope's assistant or something? The Pope's...
I don't know.
Something with the Pope.
Exorcism Apprentice. I don't know, but it was about a female exorcist.
Yeah.
And that was really good, too. That had a really cool storyline. I like that one.
Yeah, that was a great one.
What's your...
horror movie that stands up? I love The Shining. It's probably cliche and stupid to say that, but
The Shining didn't scare me either.
I kind of like the horror movies in that style as well. I mean, the slow burns, and not just for horror. I like a slow burn of anything, any genre. But yeah, The Shining, there's something about that I just always come back to. Just everything together, the performances, the behind the scenes stories of all the craziness.
Yeah.
But I know it's not an exact adaptation of the book. Some people get upset about that, but
I never read the book.
Yeah, I've never read the book either. But I love that movie so much.
Well, so it's The Shining's all-time favorite scary. What's the scariest?
Not my all-time favorite.
What's the scariest movie you've ever seen?
The Ring 2.
Really?
Only because that was when I was younger, and it was before I could do any horror movies. I used to be like you. I would be terrified. And so one day it was New Year's Eve, we were at my aunt and uncle's house, and my cousins were like, let's watch The Ring 2. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's usually the first scary movie that you've seen that you think is the scariest.
I had nightmares for 3 months after that.
Oh.
I was afraid to get in the shower because there's a scene where she comes through the water.
7 days.
Yeah. I was afraid of VHS tapes. I wouldn't go up the stairs.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
Ooh, pop quiz. What was the last mass-produced VHS movie?
VHS? Oh, I know this.
Yeah.
Give me a hint.
Huh?
Give me a hint. I feel like I just read this somewhere.
Gosh, the name just slipped my mind. It has Viggo Mortensen in it.
Hidalgo or something like that?
It was like
what's around that. The Lord of the Rings.
Wondering. No, History of Violence.
Oh,
History of
yeah.
Was the last one.
What was your first DVD that you owned or your family owned?
Oh, Dragon Ball.
Oh, that makes sense.
My mom got me a DVD player and a TV for Christmas one year, and she got me a Dragon Ball. Like, not Dragon Ball Z, it was Dragon Ball.
Mine was Scooby-Doo, the live-action one.
Oh, okay.
And we wore that thing out. I still have it, but it's coated in scratches. Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh. No. Ask me another question from Rashid.
Oh, I forgot about
I'm very curious to have what you say.
Well, I just knew that I had to have a list of my favorite movies prepared, and that takes me a minute to think about, so I had to come a little bit prepared.
Okay, top 3.
See, it's hard.
No, top 3.
Still, because these aren't really in any particular order. Back to the Future's in the top.
Yep.
Which you said... No, your brother really likes that one, you said.
Yeah, Jerry.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm not obsessed with it.
I just rewatched it recently all 3 of them, and it holds up. Or at least it did for me.
Nice.
I think it's a nostalgia thing.
Yeah.
Because their 2015 is not our.
Most of my movies are favorite movies are nostalgia movies.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think that's true for most people too, right?
Yeah. What's your favorite movie? Audience that's listening.
Reply below. Shout it out in whatever room you're in at the top of your lungs. When Harry met Sally.
You've got mail.
Those aren't on my list, but I don't even know if I've seen those. I don't think I have.
We got Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That's a classic.
Uh-huh.
Galaxy Quest.
Oh, we just saw something on that. We were watching Watch Mojo, and it was like what movies were panned by critics, but were actually awesome.
That's one of them for sure.
It was ahead of its time.
Oh yeah, I could watch that movie anytime.
That's one of the movies that we've watched that you've picked that I really liked.
Yeah,
because that I had never seen.
Yeah, because you're really good at picking movies that I've never seen that I would like for the most part.
I know your taste.
Yeah, and then after 5 years,
5 years of this.
It's been 84 years. That's another
Titanic,
movie I like. Titanic. That's another favorite movie. Forgot what I was saying. We'll continue. The Addams Family Values movie.
Oh, you already did 3.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
I'm not counting. What are your 3?
I think I used to have Cruel Intentions on there.
Oh, I knew
as
that.
Top 3, but I think it's switched now because I haven't seen that movie in forever. Definitely, I think my number 1 is The Fifth Element.
Oh,
I'm obsessed with that movie.
Yeah, I really like that one when you showed it to me.
Yep. That was one of Bruce Willis's greatest.
Yeah.
Side of
Multipass.
Aside from Die Hard. Question, real quick. We won't go into it any more in depth. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? I say yes.
I know you say yes. I say no.
Okay. We won't go into it anymore. What do you think? Audience.
Could the door have held both Jack and Rose?
No. Oh, yeah.
We'll just hit all the controversial.
Was Leonardo DiCaprio really awake or was he sleeping in Inception?
Oh.
That was a good one.
I should rewatch that one too.
Oh, we can rewatch it. Put it on our list.
All right.
Yeah. So Fifth Element, I think.
Who shot first, Han or Greedo? Just kidding. All right, we'll move on.
Fifth Element, number 1.
Yep.
I think it's either Forrest Gump or Hook.
Oh, interesting.
I will never ever. Forrest Gump is on the TV all the time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like on any cable stations that like TNT, anything that show movies, Forrest Gump's played.
Forrest Gump.
Time. And I watch it every time. Don't care. Where I can watch it with the last 20 minutes and I'll still watch it. You know?
That's where my dog's name came from.
Yeah, Jenny. And yeah, Hook. Hook is I think my ultimate childhood movie.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yep.
Another one.
Hook.
We have to add to the list.
We haven't watched Hook?
No, I don't think so.
The Boo Box?
No.
We haven't watched the Boo Box?
Box.
Not the Boo Box.
Boo Box.
Ooh. Tell everybody that's an Easter egg. Tell everybody who that is.
Oh, the pirate who gets stuck in the treasure chest with all
if
the.
You think it's a man?
No,
but it's not.
Again, it's Glenn Close.
Yep, Glenn Close played that pirate that was like not the Boo Box. He got shoved in the Boo Box. Boo Box. I never would have guessed that.
That scene scared me as a child.
Did it really?
Yeah, I could just picture myself in that box. I'm like.
I remember my brother, sister, and I always running around with sticks going, I have the pan sword now. Roof E. Ooh. What else you got? What else you got on there?
So
I did my top 3. To recap, my top 3 are Fifth Element, Forrest Gump, Hook. Your top 3 was?
I said Back to the Future, Mrs. Doubtfire, and then, Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy Quest.
That's what I listed, yep.
Ooh, what is your favorite movie that I showed you that you had never seen? When I was like, Ryan's gonna love this.
Dante's Peak.
Dante's Peak.
Sorry, did I get too close on that?
No, you're fine. Dante, I bought you the VHS too.
You did.
I bought you the VHS and the DVD. I was at a thrift store. I'm like, I'm gonna buy
Dante's Peak, and I don't even know what it was about that movie that spoke to me, but it just hit me at the right time. I was like, this is awesome.
I knew you would love that movie.
Oh,
Faculty was up there.
That was a great one.
Yeah, that Josh Hartnett. That was when he was still and Elijah Wood. 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's a great. And a lot of your recommendations I pass along too.
Other people.
Yeah, and they also appreciate them.
Because I was a 90s kid.
Yeah.
And you missed all the
Yeah, I
90s
was like in
movies.
early
I
2000s.
still want to watch Idle Hands with you. That was a really good one, too.
That one I don't know what that is.
It's a good one. Has
Oh,
Seth
wait,
Green.
you told me about that, I think.
Yeah.
I didn't retain it.
It's okay. We'll watch it. It's on the list.
Now, what's a movie that at any point in time, it's like your comfort movie? Like if you're feeling down or any kind of way,
Forrest Gump.
that's your comfort movie.
Yeah.
Do you know what mine is? Julie and Julia.
Oh, that's harder than a stiff neck. I say it wrong every time.
That's right, isn't it?
There's a stiff or limp?
Stiff.
Stiff.
I think stiff,
It would
yeah.
make...
Yeah.
Oh, stiff cock.
Yes.
That's harder than a stiff cock. This is a line from a movie. I'm not sure.
It's Julia Child. Great impression. But just
have the butter. The girl that's trying to cook through it.
Bon
Oh,
appetit.
your favorite person,
What?
Amy Adams.
Oh, I do like Amy Adams.
I know you do.
She's great.
But she's like, I'm gonna go broke trying to make all these recipes.
But
I do
that
like
movie,
that
it's the slow motion, almost pornographic shots of the food. That's oh my god, that boeuf bourguignon, boeuf bourguignon.
I have to debone a whole chicken. Don't be scared now.
Oh man,
That was a good movie.
yeah, that's a movie you need to watch on a full stomach because otherwise,
What movie makes you cry every time you watch it? Even today, like if you watched it, you know you'd cry, guaranteed.
A Dog's Purpose.
Oh yeah, that was brutal.
I saw that in theaters when I visited my sister in Wisconsin, and it was like a Tuesday morning.
Mm-hmm.
It was me, 2 old ladies, and then a boyfriend-girlfriend pair sitting in the theater.
Okay.
So just the 5 of us. And the second something remotely sad happened, all of us just
Josh Gad
start
his
crying.
voice, and he's just like he has that
I
sweet
know.
voice.
But
And
just some of the man, I can't. And that was even before I had a dog of
Yeah.
my own. So I
refuse to watch Marley and Me.
yeah, I know what
refuse to watch it.
happens. I don't need to watch
Obviously,
it.
I refuse to watch it.
But
I can't do it. I love Jennifer Aniston. I love the people in
Yeah.
it. Owen Wilson.
Can't do it. It was funny though after a while because we were all continuously crying.
Oh, I cried through the whole thing. I'm
And
pretty
so
sure.
I just look over and I end up laughing because I'm like, we're so stupid.
These dogs are dying.
It's a Tuesday morning and we're all just sobbing in this theater. It was just so ridiculous, but funny.
That is a sad movie, though.
It is. It's a good movie.
Mine is Fox and the Hound.
Oh.
Every time. I watched it with the kids like last year or something. I was just like, we didn't need to let Todd go, you bitch. Oh, sorry. You bitch.
Oh.
I know. You didn't need to let Todd go.
I know.
That was
it
that's
just rips. you
Oh my god. I cried when that was like my first memory of like grief.
Traumatized.
They killed
Disney gave me trauma.
Then he tries, his best friend's trying to kill him and his family, and then they make back up. It's a brutal movie.
It is.
I think our parents was like Bambi. That was their first
Oh yeah, that's.
foray into.
I never really watched that one that much. That
I
was one
watched
of
it
the
a couple
older
times.
ones.
This is like one my grandpa had on VHS when I'd go visit in the summer. That and An American Tale, If Apple Goes West.
Oh yeah.
He had both of them. Great movies.
Wow.
I
haven't
just
thought about
unlocked
those
a core
movies
memory, didn't I?
in years.
And then we watched a movie that we cried. We cried a couple times, like not cry.
We get together
had some-
every Tuesday and we cry together.
Crying. The whole time crying.
What was it? Was the
Instant Family.
Instant Family? Yeah, with the
Instant Mark
adopted
Wahlberg.
kids. Yeah.
No, we just Ryan's like,
Are you
gonna cry?"
crying? Damn it!
And then we just start like we laughing while we're crying. Your glasses are fucking.
I know. Because I'm sad.
I know.
Right.
Oh, it was a sad movie. It was a happy sad.
yeah,
it was a
a
happy
good one.
sad. You should watch that movie. Anybody who just wants a good warm fuzzy, watch that movie.
Do you know how many movies we've watched together since we've been friends?
No.
I took the liberty of getting some data.
Okay.
So we started watching movies just about every Tuesday since 2019. So this is what
Year 5.
in our 5th year.
Yep.
Try to guess how many.
Oh,
Don't go too crazy though.
my brain. There's 52 weeks in a year.
Not every week, but
Right. That's
like 2/3 of the year, probably most of the week.
163.
Oh my gosh, you are almost. It's 169.
Oh my gosh. I
That
feel
was-
you should
wow.
have winked at me.
Oh,
I would have got it.
169.
Yeah.
Nice.
You said you love this number. And I knew it was in the hundreds.
Yeah, that's a lot.
You know what one of my favorite movies that we watched together is?
Which one?
You might agree. Jungle.
I was gonna say it's Jungle, isn't it?
Jungle
Yeah.
took us by surprise.
Oh yeah, Daniel Radcliffe.
Harry Potter.
is the underrated actor.
He is a fantastic guy. He is the best actor out of the
Oh yeah,
kids in that.
of the kids in Harry
Yeah.
Potter. Yeah.
Um,
No, he's got such creative choices,
Yep.
and he'll be in any kind of movie, any kind.
This might be a little controversial, but I think that Emma Watson's acting is atrocious.
I won't say atrocious.
I think it's atrocious. I can watch it in Harry Potter because I love Harry Potter.
right,
but
and
I
she
can't-
was great at that character.
I had zero interest in seeing the new Beauty and the Beast because she was Belle.
I saw it. You
wasn't that great,
you
was
might be on the right track
Yeah.
there. The movie itself was fine, but
Yeah.
a little too much auto tune and
She's just so flat as an actress.
yeah. But she was great in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
But maybe it's not
But because we just wanted to see Hermione,
right.
like as a person in
True.
real life.
I mean, I have nothing wrong with her as a person,
Yeah.
but yeah, I
Ron's
agree.
done some fun stuff.
Yeah, he was
Rupert
just
Grint.
in that M. Night
Yeah.
Shyamalan.
I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen the Knock at the Cabin?
No. Remember,
That
I
was
was like,
pretty
"How's Dave
good.
Bautista? Is he creepy?" He's like, and you're like,
A little bit.
"Yeah." It's not what you think it is.
No, he
Don't
plays
tell
kind
me,
of
don't
a.
tell me.
Okay, I won't say anything.
But Jungle, man, that
Yeah.
was go. It's streaming like it's
it's
somewhere.
probably on
Hulu, Netflix,
Amazon.
whatever. Go watch Amazon. Go watch Jungle
Jungle.
with Daniel Radcliffe. It is
2017, I think, is when it came out,
it's a fantastic movie. Like
Yeah.
fantastic.
and it takes you by surprise.
It does.
It's like
You believe.
thrilling and
Yeah.
like you're gonna be in it. So it's not like a
And it was a
what do you
fairly
want to
long movie.
watch?
Yeah.
It's like you gotta
We were not expecting
no,
that movie.
and it
at
like
all.
sucked us right in.
It was so good. His accent was great. He's just great. He's a great actor.
Yeah.
Swiss Army Man, Guns Akimbo.
Yep.
Was he Kill Your Darlings?
Yep. I never saw that one.
Oh, okay.
See, I've seen a lot of movies, but then I've also not seen a lot of movies.
I know.
Like you just
Whenever-
showed me Men in Black last week.
Yeah.
And I'd never seen it before.
Whenever I get really excited when there's because you've seen so many movies. Like
Yeah.
from 2015 on, you've seen so many movies.
Right.
At least like all the new ones. You've seen a bunch of old ones too, but
Yeah.
You
The
know.
90s are my blind spot, I think.
right, and that's where I shine.
Yeah.
is the
So that's
90s.
where you can fill in the blanks.
Yeah. And there's some good 80s movies too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But you'll be like, you've never seen Star Wars, which I have, but
Yeah.
I can't think. But it'll be something as ludicrous as that you would think I would have seen.
We did spend 9 weeks going through the Star Wars franchise.
Yes. We do our
We did Pirates too, right?
Yep, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yep.
Another great series. What do you think is the best movie franchise series that's ever been made?
Oh, that's a great
The
question.
best.
What's yours?
Pirates of the Caribbean is up there for me.
Yeah.
And I even
'Cause
include
that came out of nowhere too. Back in 2003. I remember that.
and I mean even though it's based off of the ride at Disney World or whatever, it seemed like an original idea and
Disney has some massive successes. Not lately, but
no, but for sure then.
like their last massive success I think was Frozen. It's like their last.
Oh no, what's the new one? Encanto.
Oh yeah, we don't talk about
Encanto has eclipsed Frozen
Has it?
in popularity with the kids.
Really?
Oh yes.
Oh, because you work.
We
'cause you do
only talk
children's
about
theater.
Bruno.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, Disney did back in the day, man. Disney was awesome.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say Pirates of the Caribbean.
All right.
Now looking back, maybe at the time I had other franchises I rated.
It's
but
definitely Harry Potter for me.
that's I say. I think I enjoyed Harry Potter
Easily
the
Harry
most,
Potter
but
for me is my favorite franchise. Lord of the Rings is up there too. I love Lord of the Rings. You didn't care for it.
I loved it the first time I ever saw it. I watched all 3 in a row back to back when I should have been studying for a test in college.
Yeah.
It worked out. It all comes out in the wash. Um, and then I watched it years later, and I just was bored. I don't know what it was. Maybe I just wasn't feeling it that day, but I just was bored, so I turned it off.
I could always watch Lord of the Rings too. What do you think is the most critically acclaimed, like fans and critics liked movie that's super overrated?
Overrated. You might not agree with me.
Oh boy.
It's The Lion King. 1994.
I don't agree with you.
I know you don't.
I love that movie.
I know, and it's when you said earlier that was one of your childhood memory movies, I was like, oh, if he asks me what movie I can't stand, it's going to be The Lion King.
Oh, I love that movie.
What do you love about it?
Huh?
Defend it right now. I'm just kidding. You don't have to.
Defend it right now. What are you talking about? It had two
no.
extremely funny characters. It had a great storyline, whether they stole it or not, which they did. Disney does that.
Which I don't care. Movies are all adaptations of something.
It's true.
A lot of them.
There was fear, there was action, there was comedy. It was just a great kids movie. It was beautifully animated. Come on.
Oh yeah. Well, just because something I feel is overrated doesn't mean it's not a good movie, or I don't think it's a good movie. It is. It was a groundbreaking movie.
You asked me to defend it, and I defended it.
I was joking, but you did a good
The
job.
songs.
See, I thought the song.
The Lions' love song.
I think the songs are actually a lot weaker compared to a lot of what Disney was putting out, especially at that time.
No.
Yes, I really do.
No, that started like the Disney Renaissance.
No, that was Little Mermaid.
Oh yeah, right, the 80s.
But I just feel like their other caliber of music was better in the other movies at that time.
I disagree.
But no, it had great animation sequences.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just wasn't my cup of tea. I think because it was just not one I watched often as a child. I don't have the nostalgia thing for it either.
Right. Mm.
But yeah, I know.
Mine's It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, I've never seen that one.
That's so boring. I don't know why people liked it. It's so like that's some of people's ultimate Christmas movie.
Right.
And it's so boring.
See, now do you watch a lot of black and white, or how do you feel about black and white?
No,
movies?
I used to. I love
like
black
old movies.
Yeah. No, I love black and white because I still love doing things in black and white. Like when I a lot of my images are in black and white, and I just love black and white.
Yep. So it's because for some people, I think they don't like movies like that because they think, oh, it's old and black and white. And
it doesn't matter. Some of the best movies.
Some people feel that way. What's a black and white movie that you love? Like an old.
That Darn Cat. Love That Darn Cat. It's Disney, the original one.
Right.
Yeah. That was great.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
Really?
Again, we'll have to watch it. I don't know if that's
okay. They remade it in the 90s.
Okay,
But it wasn't as good as the original.
It never is.
Yeah.
Rarely is.
A lot of the old westerns. I mean, I'll watch Western at my parents' house because they watch the westerns. I'll watch westerns in black and white. Gunsmoke. It's not a movie, but it's a great show.
Yeah, my dad loves westerns, but I never really got into westerns.
Yeah. I think black and white looks more cinematic to me.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's that classic.
Yeah.
They always said to people when movies were coming out, and especially when TVs were brand new, they always say some people would dream in black and white because they were so exposed to that during the day.
Yep, and that's why we dream in color.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
I watch that on Vsauce.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Are your dreams cinematic?
Sometimes.
Do you have dreams?
Sometimes. I have dreams quite a bit.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're cinematic. A lot of times I'm like saving my family from something, or we're getting separated or whatnot, or other things.
Yeah. I always find that mine are like cinematically cut and shot.
Yeah.
I feel that way. Either it's like my POV, or I'm watching it from above and it like cuts.
Here's a deep question.
Oh Lord.
Well, it's dying finally, which I'm happy about. But are you glad that we're out of the superhero movie phase? We're like coming out of it.
I think I am.
It bugged me. I loved it. like phase whatever crap phase what I don't
Right.
I love superheroes. I'm not putting superhero movies down.
I mean, they're designed to be.
Yeah,
Like-
no, they're awesome. They're big spectacles.
Yeah, it's like candy.
Thor Ragnarok was the last good one though,
Yeah, that was it.
as far as Marvel films.
Yeah, I've definitely noticed. I mean, because I try to see everything. I haven't seen a lot of the recent Marvel movies because the ones I had watched, I just was either feeling like I was falling asleep,
Right.
or just wasn't. There's too formulaic now. I think. I mean, this isn't anything groundbreaking, but I mean, I did just watch Blue Beetle, which is DC, and I did like that one. I mean, there's a
DC sometimes comes out with some great
I
stuff.
feel like with DC, it's like either really great
Yep.
or like bottom of
Wonder
the
Woman
barrel.
1, amazing. Wonder
Woman 2.
I fell asleep
Yeah.
twice trying to watch it.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think people are just, it's just too much all at once, and people are kind of,
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay if it's something creative and new, but when you just do the same movie just with a different character over and over and over and over again, it's like, why am I going to pay the $20 to come out to see this?
What's the movie that everybody panned, critics and fans, that you love?
Oh gosh, I'd have to think about that.
Yeah.
I don't really read a lot of what critics say about certain movies, so I'm not sure
you
what's
read
been
fan
panned.
reviews more so than, or do you just make your
No,
own
see,
review?
if I do read a review, I usually watch the movie first, and then I'll
then
see
you
what
read the
somebody says about it. Like, oh, what did Roger Ebert think of this movie? But I don't like to read reviews before.
A lot of the Adam Sandler movies I love,
Oh,
and they're super critically panned. But a movie that fans and critics panned that I really loved was Valerian. And
I wanted to see that.
and that's Luke Benson, so he's the one that did Fifth Element, and
Yeah.
it had the very same vibe
Well,
as Fifth Element.
you like sci-fi and
love
action.
sci-fi.
That's probably your top genre, wouldn't you say? Is like sci-fi action?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
not
Or
like not as-
fantasy.
yeah, sci-fi fantasy. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think my top genre is?
Oh, horror for sure, or drama.
No, it's actually not horror, but I do love horror.
Yeah.
I think probably drama is my favorite. I love
He
a,
made me watch The Boy in the Striped Pajamas.
I'm sorry. I thought you would like it. The editing was a little weird.
It
at
was
parts.
good, but it was terrifying.
Yeah.
God, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Don't watch that movie.
Don't
unless
you want to just
wanna
watch
be
a movie and
depressed.
just cry? Get your catharsis out.
No.
I love the long, sad movies. I don't know what that
Also,
says about
also
me.
Transformers. I freaking love.
The first Transformers.
Yeah, I freaking love Transformers. And also, when people are bashing like the new Jurassic Parks, who cares? I want to
No.
go to movies to see freaking dinosaurs, and
Oh,
that's
yeah.
I don't care about a plot line. Show me as many dinosaurs as you can.
Oh yeah, and that's the movie you go to the theater for sure.
Oh yeah.
See,
yeah.
I can't stand when.
I loved the Jurassic Park is top 5
Oh, it's
movies for
good
me. Yeah.
for sure.
Yep.
See, I just can't stand when people are. I mean, it's one thing to be a movie fan. I think most people are movie fans.
Yeah.
I mean, probably right.
Yeah, well, you got some book readers.
But yeah.
Book readers.
But I can't stand when people are when they gatekeep what
Yeah.
a movie fan is.
Yeah.
Like you always think of the traditional, the stereotypical
The Mummy movies got
film
panned.
school
They're
snob
amazing.
that is like, oh, go watch Citizen Kane. Not that there's anything wrong with Citizen Kane, although I thought it was boring. But like the people who think you're not a real movie fan because
You
you,
know, he
haven't
pieced
seen
that
X,
together.
Y, and Z, stuff like that.
He had no idea how to make a movie. He just pieced what he liked together.
For Citizen Kane?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. He just like, well, I mean, like he just took elements from his favorite movies and he just combined
Incorporated
them.
them.
Yeah. He didn't know how to direct, so he's just like, oh, I'll just do what I like. And now it's regarded as one of the greatest films of all time.
Which I don't understand.
Gone with the Wind is like top rated, right? It's highest grossing of all time.
No, that's either the Avatar.
No.
Or,
I mean like the highest
Oh.
grossing, like like merch, movie, like for inflation. I think it's Gone with the Wind. Look it up.
Are you sure? I think
it up.
it's still.
Look it up. Please look it up.
I think it's still like Avatar or something like that.
It's got to be in the top though, after inflation.
But yeah, people who say that you can't be a true movie fan unless you've seen some pretentious movie, I cannot stand that.
Yeah.
Because I think anybody, the movies are for everybody and anybody.
I love the movies. To me, are meant to be a place where you can go and turn your brain off and leave reality for an hour and a half,
Mm-hmm.
2 hours. Like that's what movies are for. I do love watching movies where I have to think, but those aren't the movies I'm going to go to the theater for. I'll just watch them at home.
Right.
Going back to where I can think about it.
Yeah. See, sometimes those intimate movies are ones I love to see at the theater because you see
You with the crowd.
the close up on the face. Well, not these days. There's never a crowd. I'm not one for a crowded movie theater anyway, but
That's true.
But you can see like the close ups, their faces take up the whole screen, and it really like. And the movie theater, I mean, it's dark. It closes out. There's none of this on the cell phone.
Right.
I mean, some people still do, and it drives me insane.
I do it sometimes.
I know, but I mentally prepare myself if I see a movie in the theater with you. I just accept it before I.
You go to see the fun movies with me.
Yeah.
The movies you don't really.
Yeah, because
care
I do
about
like
it.
to see certain movies
Yeah.
for fun, just to laugh
That's-
and
that's-
whisper to your friend. And
Right, though, that's part of it though.
Yeah.
Like when you go, like when I remember when the
it is Gone with the Wind.
yes.
Look at you. Avatar
know
was
things.
second.
I know things.
Good for you.
Thank you. Gone with the Wind is there's a bed and breakfast in Kuka called Gone with the Wind Bed and Breakfast, which Cole and I go to every year. Babe, we need to go to that this year, by the way. She sent us a Christmas card, but her whole bed and breakfast is decorated with Gone with the Wind memorabilia. It's really cool, and she's the nicest lady. Her name's Linda.
Where's that?
Gone with the Wind bed and breakfast in Kuka.
Oh,
It's in
Didn't know
like
that was a thing.
Putnam or something. Yeah, no, I was just telling you. You weren't paying attention.
I was looking at the other list, the highest grossing movies. So Gone with the Wind, Avatar, Titanic, and then the first Star Wars.
Oh, can we talk about how M. Night Shyamalan is a terribly butchered Avatar? We don't have enough time.
Oh, you mean like the Last Airbender?
Here's a quick. Let's spend the last 5 or so minutes on this because we've had this conversation before.
Oh gosh.
And if there, is there anything else you had?
No.
You really wanted to answer? We had this question before. Who is the top 3 actors and the top 3 actresses in our now, not of all time,
Right.
right now? Who is still like A+ list Hollywood
Like that's a movie star.
movie star? Because there's not many movie stars anymore.
No, not ones that would like stop traffic.
Right.
Now it's TikTok stars.
Yeah. Which there's nothing wrong with TikTok stars.
Yeah.
But it's changed. Like
Yeah,
movie
it's just a
stars
different-
are
it's just a
a dying
different-
breed. So who are those top 3 male? Number 1, Tom Cruise.
I was gonna say
For male.
exactly. Tom Cruise. Nobody I mean, look at the people that flocked
Easy.
for Top Gun. I mean,
I saw Top Gun 3 times in the theater.
Yes.
3 times, and we've had this discussion that I do not like spending money at the theater unless it's worth it. 3
oh yeah,
times.
Top Gun for sure was good.
Yeah. Oh my God, he had me on the edge of my seat with just his breathing when he's in those planes. He's like,
Oh yeah.
and then his breathing would
Oh
get
yeah.
faster.
Like Minnesota. Oh yeah.
Oh, real quick.
Okay.
I think the most fun movie that we watched was Barb and Star. For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Barb. We quote that religiously still.
Barb and Star go to Vista Del Mar.
Watch that movie.
It is so
Watch that
stupid,
movie.
but it's so funny. Like Morgan Freeman is a talking crab in that movie. It's so dumb.
Watch that
great.
movie, please. Barb and Star. Oh, Barb.
Star.
Oh, nice there. Nice shirt there, Barb. I made the hot dog stew.
Oh. Yeah.
Go watch Barb and Star.
See, Tom Cruise, when you go to the movie theater, they play those clips before the movie sometimes, and I feel like it's always Tom Cruise hanging out of the plane like after COVID. Welcome back to the movies, and then the plane does a nosedive.
He's such a badass. He is a terrible human being, and I feel fully comfortable with saying that.
He must have great insurance.
He is an amazing
Actor, stunt, action movie person. Yes.
Okay. We can say that.
I think his acting is behind him.
He's not a Daniel Day-Lewis, but
No, he
keeps you like The Rock has that, and I don't think The Rock is in the top 3, but The Rock has that ability,
right,
where you just can't
not
take
an
your eyes
actor,
off
but
right. You
See,
can't
Tom
take your eyes
Cruise
off him.
wasn't like a good actor at one point. I just don't think he's really done.
Interview with a Vampire is very underrated, and it's very fantastic, I think.
Never seen that.
And Queen of the Damned. He wasn't in that, but he was in an Interview with a Vampire with Brad Pitt.
Another one, Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt.
Yeah, Brad Pitt's definitely in there, and we were on the fence about It was George Clooney and
Something like
Keanu
Julia
Reeves?
Roberts.
well, no. This is just for dudes.
Oh, okay.
There's females have Sandra Bullock.
Sexist.
Sandra Bullock's number one for the females.
Oh yeah, Sandra
Easy.
Bullock.
Sandra
for
Bullock
sure.
for right now. And again, this isn't greatest of all time. For right now,
Like
Sandra
the
Bullock
movie
is
star.
numero uno movie star. I think for females.
Oh yeah.
Who do we have?
Yeah, the women I would pick would be Sandra Bullock and Julia Roberts still.
Julia Roberts is on there.
Maybe like Reese Witherspoon.
I think that's what we were trying to decide if it was Reese Witherspoon, because people still flock to see her.
Yeah.
She's not in as much anymore, but when she is,
She does more producing now, I think.
when she is in it, people go to see her.
Oh yeah.
I think it's those three.
Yeah.
For females, easy. Do you agree? And then for men, it was Tom Cruise, second
Cruise.
Brad Pitt.
Yep.
I love Brad Pitt. I'd probably
Brad Pitt. Yeah.
because again, this is right now. Tom Hanks is still Tom Hanks. He's like one of the greats.
He
But
brings out a
he's
good
not-
box office too.
Yeah, but I don't know.
It's just a slightly changed demographic, I think, for him now.
But I think movie stars like A+ movie stars have to have, they have to have.
Oh, that's me.
What
Sorry.
is it? Oh, they have to have great acting, or at least be able. You have to be able to watch them and just be enthralled in what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Whether there be action
Yeah.
or whatnot, or looks like Brad
Oh, yeah.
Pitt, because Brad Pitt's funny also.
Oh yeah, he's got a lot of comedic
So is
roles.
Tom Cruise too. Did you ever see Tropic Thunder?
Yes.
Les Grossman.
Robin Williams is another one, although he's not
He's
with us
passed, so
anymore.
he can't count.
I know, but
Oh, he's a great.
He was my
Because I'm talking again, just to specify,
Right
like
now.
right now,
oh, I wasn't listening.
who's
to the
alive
movie,
and
yes.
still active in Hollywood.
Darn.
Because like Clint Eastwood would be like one of the all-time greats. He's not necessarily.
He's a great director too.
Yeah. Would it be Clooney?
It might be.
Keanu?
He's making some money with those John Wick movies.
Yeah, and he just redid The Matrix or made a new Matrix.
That one didn't do so well, I don't think.
No, but people still
Yeah.
go see
Like,
Keanu.
oh, Keanu,
Yeah,
man.
but like your Will Ferrells and stuff, they're
Oh yeah.
Steve Carell's, but they're
Adam
Adam
Sandler's.
Sandler, they're stars for sure,
Jim Carrey.
and they're A-listers, but they're not
like
movie
star.
stars.
Harrison Ford.
He's too old. He's one of the greats, I
Oh.
think.
Probably Rob.
Like, is
Robert
there
De
that
Niro.
goes to
That's
like
that.
legacy?
Yeah.
You know.
That's true.
Oh, Nicole actually argued, because I asked her the same question. Nicole actually argued Robert Downey Jr. as right now.
Oh, for sure. Right now.
I think he's on his way out though. And what does he have besides Iron Man now?
Well, he was just in Oppenheimer, the atomic bomb movie, and was really good in that movie.
But what does he have?
That movie made almost $1 billion.
But what does he have besides? But he wasn't the star of it.
He was throughout most of it. He was like the second build or something.
He wasn't the star.
Not the star.
Star.
Barb.
Yeah, the females are definitely easier than males. I think there's more. Unfortunately, I think there's more males than females right now.
Yeah. Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence is going up there.
Yeah.
She was. I think she was at one point, but she's kind of fallen out a little bit.
Well,
She's
she took
making
break,
a
I
comeback.
think.
Yeah. Yeah, not that she did anything wrong. She's just took a little break.
This is switching gears, but before we end, do you, now that you have your own video production company, you know the behind the scenes stuff? Does that,
I had to turn it off.
I was gonna say, does that in any way ruin or affect how you watch movies now?
I had to turn it off. Like in my brain, I had
Yeah.
to turn it off because Nicole was getting super annoyed. I was like, "Hey, you want to know how they did that?" Or, "Hey, did you see that? That was a terrible editing mistake. Terrible editing." Yeah, I had to turn it off. Now I just
Try
again,
to-
enjoy the movie for the movie.
Yeah.
I don't care about all the art or behind it.
Sometimes if it's something so obvious, whether good or bad,
Yeah.
you're either like, oh, crap, I noticed that. Or it's like, ooh, I noticed that. That was cool what they just did.
Yeah.
So I think in some ways for me, it enhances it.
Yeah.
Not at first, though. At first, once I learned about all that behind the scenes stuff,
It was annoying, right?
I was like, oh my God, I can never watch a movie again. This is awful. But
Yeah, I turned it off. I've gotten really good at just turning it. Like I still notice, like if there's a really bad jump cut or like an editing issue, like that doesn't even make sense at all. I'll get pulled away,
yeah.
but I can jump right back in.
Mm-hmm.
Like my friend Josiah Brown, once he gets pulled away, he can't jump
That's
back
it.
into things. That's
Right.
it, and he has to he's done for the whole time, which I think is not a great place to be. Like
No.
I can get pulled away and come back in.
Yeah.
That was a good question.
I just happened to think of that.
Yeah.
Look at me on the spot.
You go. Hold on. What are some other questions? What time is it?
Some of these we
One
already
more.
did.
We got one more.
One more. Okay. Let me find a good one. Oh, some of these are too deep.
Who do you think are the top 3 A+ A-list like movie stars? Where's the deep one? Give me a deep one.
A deep one? Oh Lord. This is very exciting
Okay.
as I'm reading, trying to find a question. What are some of your most used movie quotes that you use in real life?
Oh,
Because I feel like we use a lot of them, even without realizing.
yeah. Oh, that is a deep question. I definitely say Jenny.
Yeah.
Those is magic shoes. Mama said they'd take me anywhere.
Oh,
Yeah, I like you. Very nice.
oh yeah, that one.
Or
all the
like
time.
wait for the crime. That's the Glorious Bastards.
Yep.
Nicole and I do that all the time. What are yours?
I think another one of yours, for you, baby. I could be.
Shrek 2 is one of the greatest animated movies of all time.
Just
It was way
greatest
better than the
movies
first.
of all time.
Way better than the first one.
I agree.
The first one was fantastic. It was way better than the first one. Like, say something like, I'm wearing women's underwear. I'm wearing women's underwear?
Out of
That's a
you?
thong! I love that.
I just love the catnip. That's not mine.
That's it, not mine. But yeah, dude, for you, baby.
I could be.
This is one of the greatest lines of all time, I think.
Oh man, mine always come from like Mrs. Doubtfire or the Jim Carrey Grinch.
Wait for me, dear.
Or like, hello.
Oh, you say wallow in self pity. I can't cancel that
I
again.
can't cancel that again.
Dawn and you doing that like.
Oh yeah, well, our friend Dawn can do. I make her do Mrs. Doubtfire impressions too.
Yeah.
She'll do the whole like, oh, I look like such a yeti in this getup. She does it really really good though.
Robin Williams is amazing.
Oh.
He was my childhood. I cried. He's the only not the only. He's one of 3 celebrities that I've like been mentally distraught that they passed away.
Robin Williams,
Robin Williams number 1, then Chester Bennington,
Anthony Bourdain,
and
right?
Anthony Bourdain. Yep.
Yep.
Chester Bennington was rough. Anthony Bourdain's still rough.
Yeah.
Robin Williams
Robin Williams is
Takes
the
the
one that
cake,
hurts
for
the
sure.
most, I think.
for our generation.
Yeah. For me, it was Robin Williams and Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
Love Carrie Fisher.
Carrie Fisher didn't affect me as much. I was sad. Oh, Betty White. Bob Barker just died.
I did, and did you see all the not the jokes, but like people were
Oh,
the memes about,
it was as close as he could.
closest he could to 100.
Yep.
That was fun. He would have appreciated those.
Oh, probably. I think the most to close off. I think my personal opinion on someone that gets bashed all the time that I don't think deserves it,
Mm-hmm.
at least critically, is Adam Sandler.
Yes. As someone who has bashed him,
Yeah,
I'm not in a message board like Adam Sandler. I wasn't always the biggest fan of Adam Sandler movies, but I've since gone back on a couple, and they're funny now to me.
Well, I think his movies are funny, but they also have like a massive amount of heart
Yeah.
in them. Like
Well,
every single
it's-
one of his movies.
There's always good actors in them too, like
Yeah.
actors you wouldn't think.
Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, love Drew Barrymore.
Yeah.
Or like Kathy Bates.
Yeah.
You
Oh.
playing the foosball behind my back.
Did you say that she did not want to be in that movie? And
Yeah,
that
she's- I
this
think
became
I-
one of her most prolific roles.
she threw it away, and then her assistant pulled it out of the trash and was like, "This is Adam Sandler," and she's like, "Who's that?"
Yeah.
She's like, "You need to read this," and she read it and liked it and did it. Thankfully,
Yeah, because it's one of her most prolific roles. Besides the one where she like smashes James Caan's like
Misery.
Yeah,
That's
Misery.
a good one. Or Titanic. She's in Titanic.
Oh, she was in Titanic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna cut her meat for her too, there, Cal?
She was the best in Titanic. The best in the movie Titanic. She was the best in Waterboy.
Yeah.
for sure.
That's an underrated actress for you, Kathy Bates.
Yeah. Oh. Who's your? I know we're over time. This has to be the last one.
Last question.
Who's your most underrated actor actress?
Underrated.
Underrated.
Oh my Lord. Well, maybe Kathy Bates.
You think so? Is your actress?
I don't know. She's pretty underrated. Either that or maybe. I like Anne Hathaway.
Oh yeah. Wow, she's not underrated.
I think nowadays she's underrated. People don't like her anymore for whatever reason.
Why? She hasn't done anything wrong.
I don't
right?
know, but she hasn't been in a lot of like big stuff for quite a long time since she won her Oscar.
I love Sam Rockwell.
Oh,
he's great. He is very underrated.
He is.
Everything that he's in though he was in Galaxy Quest.
Yeah, he had the best reaction to being teleported.
Yeah.
He just screams at the top of his lungs. It was great.
I think he's one of the most underrated actors. Like that can seriously act.
Right.
Because there's a lot of underrated like celebrities, but he's the most underrated
ones who can actually act.
Like he should be in like the top when people think like best actor lists.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
We should watch Galaxy Quest.
We should
right now.
All right. Well, Ryan, thank you so much. This has been another episode of NDVision, the visual podcast you can listen to. Our guest today was Ryan Keib. So, do you want to tell people how to correctly pronounce your last name?
It's Keib.
It's not Keib.
No, but I've taken it before. I'll hear it again. I'm sure. This doesn't bother me.
If you have any movie suggestions for us to watch on our movie nights, please let me know. But with that, have a great night.
Bye. It feels like I'm at NPR.